Hi everyone. Today I'll be reviewing Free Guy by Matt Lieberman. The logline reads, a bank teller stuck in his routine discovers he's a background character in a realistic open-world action-adventure video game, and he's the only one capable of saving the city. So this script was featured on the 2016 Blacklist, and according to IMDb is actually currently in production. It's going to be released in 2020. Sean Levy's attached to direct, and it's starring Ryan Reynolds. So I read the script actually about 2 years ago, and I just kind of saw it in my portfolio, and I wanted to review it because I really enjoyed reading the script. As you guys know, I like sci-fi, I like action. This was more on the fun adventure side, which was, no problem. Overall, it's very entertaining. So I feel like the logline really tells you a lot about what the script is about. It's essentially about this guy who's stuck in a very ordinary routine. He does the same thing day in, day out, and he never really questions his reality. But then one day, events happen where he starts to realize, the world's a little bit strange, and he discovers he's in a video game, and then it just goes from there. But it's not a serious film. It's not like The Matrix, or it's not like a psychological thriller. It's really meant to be light and fun. And there are some interesting thematic or philosophical issues that come out at the end of it, but overall it's really just meant to be a fun action adventure sci-fi, and that's really what it was, and it did it really well. So honestly, it's not a lot for me to critique here because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was well written. It was very well structured. It followed kind of all the beats that you expect a screenplay should follow. Like if you opened up, one of those screenwriting books, you'd be able to correlate it, but it wasn't done in a very obvious way. And I think one of the interesting things about it was you could tell that the writer had sat down and done the hard work and really thought about the story and, used the unique aspects of a video game to tell that story. So for example, the big obstacle that the character has is they have to stop their video game from being shut down because it's basically going to be like an update, or this game's going to be shut down and a new one's going to be started up. And so that's his big challenge that he has to overcome. And it's examples like that where you're just kind of, or like, it was really fun watching him level up in this montage, him learning more about the video game, getting guns. It's very sanitized, so it's not like GTA. And I thought it kind of would have been more fun if it was a bit more like GTA, or a bit more violence, but it wouldn't kind of be with the tone of the script, which is, it's meant to be fun and lighthearted. So, but again, like, it was fun kind of seeing those aspects of the video game, because like most of the people from my generation obviously play tons and tons of video games. So it's kind of fun seeing that translate in a script format and it being done quite cleverly. I mean, you have the release of like Ready Player One, you have other video game movies, even like Gamer, that starred Gerard Butler way back, but I think this kind of paved its own way because it's a bit lighter, it's a bit more comedic, but it definitely showed that the writer could write either way. In terms of the characters, I really like the characters overall, despite Guy's the name of the main character, and despite him being essentially this artificially generated entity, you still kind of empathized with him and felt for him and was invested in his story. And the writer did a good job in convincing me that he's, a human being, and that he has motivations, that he has desires, and that we should feel something for him. And so I like that. The female character, I think her name was Layla or something, she was good as well, as a character, and I liked their relationship, and I thought just overall it was a very well done script. I think my only problems with it, and it's really a nitpick, is there are some parts to it where I'm just like, maybe a bit more thought could have put into it, in terms of making it a bit more original. So for example, there's kind of, you could clearly see the influences of lots of different films. Like you have The Truman Show, you have Ready Player One, you have They Live, and probably the most like vivid depiction of that is him being able to wear these glasses in the game. And once he wears the glasses, he's able to see, kind of like in this Matrix way, like the pixels, and he's able to see essentially what a player would see in the video game. So you can see like the dollar signs, he can pick up weapons. So I don't know, I just thought maybe he could have, the writer could have added some more originality to that and just tweaked it a bit so that it's not like an exact copy of They Live. But again, like I said, overall, I really enjoyed reading the script. I think if you're interested in sci-fi films or even comedic films, or action-adventure films, I think the script was a pretty good story, told a pretty good story overall, and I was interested and engaged by it. So I'm happy to see that it's being made, and I'm really interested to see how it turns out. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching.